What's up, guys? It's Jojo Alonso from 105 Through the Beat. We're in the Dunkin Music Lounge right now with KenTheMan. You like how I did that?
Do.
Okay. So how you feeling? You already said you was feeling good, but I mean, you looking good. You feeling good. You in the ATL. How's this weather? Is it as hot?
It's hot.
Is it hot?
But it's not humid here. It's humid as hell in Houston. So
there was a lot of heat advisories going on in Texas.
Unhealthy, just unsafe. Stay inside. Don't die.
Okay. How is it being an artist coming from Houston, Texas?
It's cool. Like, I feel like Atlanta is more of a musical city,
Right.
So the only thing I would say in Houston is like it's not like Atlanta, or it's not like New York, or it's not like, what's another hot place?
Chicago.
Even. I mean, I don't really know.
You haven't been to Chicago before?
No, I've never been. So I don't really know like what their vibe is.
I get you.
Like in the.
But I get what you're saying. You're basically saying like it's not like a music city. So it's different like being in the A. Because like I guess like being in Atlanta than being in Houston, it's probably, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's probably a lot more work like that you can be doing.
Yeah, in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Because in Houston, it's like it's not a bunch of rappers.
Right.
It's like you can't run into like Quavo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I feel like that's the struggle in Houston. It's kind of like you have to branch out to run into these artists and stuff. And like the only time you'll probably run into them is in a strip club.
Right.
But how you going to talk in there?
You can't.
Exactly.
People always think you can have a conversation in the strip club.
And then they yell and your ear come out of their ring.
And they breath be stanky.
Yes, and it be hot.
They be smoking on them backwoods and they be trying to talk to you with the Casamigos, bro.
Casamigos, bro. I hate it.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Okay, so speaking of Houston's not being too many artists in Houston, are you looking to work with any artists from Houston? Like any collaborations that we can look forward to?
Well, no, nothing to look forward to, I would say, but I would love to. Well, actually, it's an artist named Millie Bucks in Houston. She's like up and coming, but she's super, super, super hard. And she's actually from Florida, but she raps so good. So I'm gonna get on one of her tracks. She just dropped a project. But outside of that, probably like Mona Leo.
Okay.
Me and Libra worked a lot. I already don't know if you know Libra Jolie. Me and
Libra Jolie. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not many of us in there.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. Okay, well, that's good to know. So let's talk about back to 304'n. Before we even get to that, let's get to 304. All right, because usually when people use numbers, it's for area codes. Now 304 area codes for West Virginia. You're not from West Virginia.
Oh, it's actually a thing.
It is.
I know that
304, like the area code.
I didn't know.
I'm gonna tell you why I just recently looked that up this past weekend. There is a girl that I seen at a DJ and V car show. She had 304 tatted on her calf muscle.
Really?
Yes.
So what she did? Sell it?
Listen, I don't know.
She's selling.
I'm like, okay, that's what made me look it up. I'm like, nah, G, it's no way she just put 304 on her. Like, let me see let me see if West Virginia. I'm like, she is not from West Virginia, babe.
She wasn't. Oh,
she don't look like she from. I don't know what somebody from West Virginia.
What's they look like?
You don't look like you from West Virginia. I know. I probably look like I look like somebody from West Virginia.
You could be like the bad bitch from small town.
You can.
Yeah.
But she was given not West Virginia. She was given, 304. No, just let. No, let's talk about it though. So where did it come from? Did it come from the actual like back in the day calculator type thing?
That's where I got it from because my very first. Well, my second project, realistically, my first project on streaming, it was called For the 304s. But we was like kind of running in like to the last couple of songs or whatever. And then I was like, he was my engineer, his name, because he my producer too. He was like, well, what you gonna name it? What you thinking? And I was like, I don't know. He was like, well, what do you feel like when you hear the songs? And I was like, usually it just comes to me. I mean, I was like, I don't know. I just feel like it's for the hoes. And I was like, I can name it For the hoes, but then I didn't want a curse word in.
Right.
So I was just like, what can I name it? And I was like, 304 or whatever. So that's where it all root from.
So that makes sense. I love that. But see, this project is called Back to 304.
Back to Home.
Okay, exactly. So that means you took a little break.
Now back to
now
home.
you back. So usually, okay, so when women be out here being some hoes, what are some things that they need to like? What do you think are some reasons why they got to pause before they can get back to hoeing?
Maybe you had a baby.
Okay, hello.
Maybe you fell in love.
Okay, that's a big one.
Maybe you got your heart broke.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe you learned that that's not what you really wanted.
Okay.
So it's back to the streets you go.
Back to the streets I go. Hello, we outside because I missed y'all. I do feel like though, do you think, I think back in the day, hoeing or being a hoe was being, I guess it's frowned upon.
Yeah.
And now these days it's being more accepting.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel about that? Like the word hoe?
Well, you know what? I was just about to get into detail about hoe. So in my description of hoe is not, you know, we the hoes to the niggas.
Right, exactly.
So it's kind of like not necessarily saying like we out here just giving it, selling it.
Anybody,
wherever. It's just kind of like, you know, I feel like every time you do have a bad breakup, your nigga go be like, bitch, you a hoe anyway. Exactly. All you gonna do is go out there and get fucked.
Exactly.
You know, so it's kind of like, it's just really like
embracing it.
Hoes get dressed like slutty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like hoes are just free. They don't give a fuck what people think. You know, so I just feel like it's more of a like a, it's not
empowerment. Women, being yourself, being who you want to be sexual.
Yeah, be whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, you can go to a church and I guarantee one of them ladies that with them hats was hoeing back in the day.
Talking about Miss Patty was out there giving it up.
Giving it up proper.
Okay.
So you can't, it's not like she ain't delivered.
Exactly.
It's just that we had the most like coolest librarian get active.
Listen.
You feel me? So it's just like, I feel like we all hoes in our own way.
Of course.
Like, let's say you had a boyfriend your whole life. I know he be slutting you out. Gotta be.
Mm-hmm.
So you a hoe
You
too.
his little hoe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's just keep it. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's call hoes.
I can't wait to be a little hoe for my man.
Exactly. You could literally be a hoe in a relationship. Not saying you sleeping around. It's like literally you a hoe for your man.
Yeah, that's why people be like, I love getting slutted out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they really like that. Treat me like that, sir.
Yeah, somebody asked me the other day on my page, they was like, so you a prostitute? I was like, I can't hope so.
Be like, okay, you trying to find out
right.
What you trying to do?
They just ask me crazy stuff. I just let them I'd be like, yes.
What's the craziest thing someone has like said to you in a DM or in person?
No, the craziest thing is still like nobody has topped this man literally like nutting in the camera and talking to me while he was doing it.
What?
And then I'm sick because I watched it.
You know what's crazy? I had somebody, when I get my little dick pics, I be disgusted, but I be watching them.
I be watching
or my little videos.
If it got like a correct, like a cool, nice shape. But if it's all bumpy and wiggly,
I don't know. I'll watch those too just to be like, ooh, and show my homegirl.
I sent it to all my friends.
Exactly.
Because I couldn't believe he was talking to me. I was like, ew.
Yeah.
You freaky as fuck to be
nasty.
talking to me and I don't even know you and then just explode one in my
right,
camera.
and you don't even know who I am.
Jump scare.
That's hilarious. You know, I think the weirdest thing that someone has said to me in a DM was, I want to walk you like a dog, girl. I was like,
did you give that? What did you? How was your hair? Did you have a choker chain on?
No, he just. I was like, I read it and he saw me read it and then he responded like, I just like feeling like in charge, having a woman walk on all fours like a dog. I'm like,
that's crazy because women probably do that. See, I would never like have a man be able to say, I walked her like a damn dog.
No. Wait, hold on, because I didn't even think of it like that. You're absolutely fucking right.
That's why I probably wouldn't do it. It's like, it's not that bad. But I'm like, I wish he would.
If he ever had the nerve to say, man, I'll walk that bitch like a dog.
I'll have to start a gay room.
No, you did it. Okay, I'm going to start a gay room. I'm going to start some shit on you. Because you're not going to sit here and say it's about me having everybody knowing that I'm walking around here like a motherfucking dog. But, that's crazy. I feel like that's why a lot of times that men and women can't really be like all the way themselves sexually because then someone's gonna go and talk about him or something like that. Cause I be ashamed. I say all the time on my show, like I don't kink shame. Like I don't. It was a little weird because I didn't know him, but if my man probably wanted to walk me like a dog,
possibly right,
I might just roof a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of like I don't kink shame either, but
weird is weird.
Weird is weird, and especially like stranger weird.
Stranger,
like, that's weird. You don't even know me. Like, why would you walk me?
Exactly. So let's talk about you being signed to one of the biggest iconic labels. If I say levels in hip hop. how was that feeling when you got that call, when you found out you were getting signed? Like,
it was crazy. Like, we just couldn't believe it because I don't know. It's like we felt it before it even happened. Like, we felt like, I think we gonna be over there. Like, when they first set up the meeting and all that stuff, I had 2 meetings. I met with Earl first in LA at the LA office, but it wasn't really it wasn't like we was talking about like action. He was just hearing some music, kind of talking to me, getting to know me, whatever. And so I didn't think nothing of it after I left. But then when I got the second call, I was like, shit, getting serious.
Okay, it's getting hot in here.
Yeah, so I don't know, it felt right. Like, and when I had the big meeting or whatever, my lawyer came. I was like, hey, what are you doing here, buddy? You know something I don't know? Okay. So I was like, I felt like they were serious about me. So it felt right. And I'm just so happy. Like, I feel so good.
That's so amazing. So what's the difference between you being a signed artist and you being an independent artist?
Well, I would say now they make it super hard to be independent. Well, probably forever. I'm not gonna just say now. But it's just like certain wall blocks, you know, it's certain like, I would say roadblocks. It's like some stuff you're not able to tap into or that you don't know how to tap into it. But I do actually love being independent because I was very consistent. I never let up. I never gave up. I believed in myself, like how, you know, I feel like so much that I can create my own space and like be my own label. That's how much I believed in myself. But then it's like you realize like it is people that want to help, you know, and it's like a good cosign is very helpful because I've seen a lot of people kind of like turn the other way, like, oh, we see her, but we ain't gonna see her. Right. You know, so I feel like it's a nice kickstart to have a partner. But independent is great. Any independent artist, I love it. I was there for a long time. Like, you just got to believe in yourself and just try your best. You never know. You might run into a hit.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you, what advice would you have for any independent artists coming up, artists that are coming up?
I would just say, like, stay consistent. You have to be your biggest supporter because sometimes you're going to be the only one at your shows, you know, and you just got to, you know, never give up and just get better and better and just drop. A lot of people just kind of hold on to that music. I've never been a person to hold on to a bunch of music. Like, I be dropping my shit. Yeah. And people be like, how did you do it? And I was like, I just dropped shit. Like, it was literally no science to it. I just dropped shit. People liked it. It wasn't like I did anything special. I just recorded.
And that be the thing. A lot of people think that's like, oh, you got to do this or you got to do that. Or just do what you going to do and just put it out. Because because sometimes a lot of people hold back because they don't want to hear what other people got to say. Yeah. At the end of the day, fuck what them people got to say. I'm going to drop it. You always going to have something to say.
Yep. And then it's either you never know. They might not have nothing to say. They might like it.
Exactly.
But I feel like what is one of the hardest things nowadays is that nobody want to hear. It's just easy. It's easy as fuck to say, like, you know what, it's water under the bridge, sweep it under the rug. Like, who cares what they say? They ain't. But it is hurtful sometimes.
It is.
Because everybody's so fucking opinionated.
And they so rude.
They are for no reason. Then it's so crazy. I remember I commented under was it Spotify or something's page? They posted me, and then this dude was like, "We don't want to fucking hear your trash ass music. Travis dropped today," and I was just like, "Okay,
you could have kept that." Like,
I kept it. He was like, "No, I'm just kidding." I was like, "So you really kind of just wanted to talk?"
No, it be them. They'll go, they'll say something, you'll respond. They be like, "Oh my God, I love you."
Yes, this girl did that to me on Twitter. They be talking, and sometimes I be responding because I be feeling a little spicy. Yeah, exactly. But I don't never be rude. Too. I be like laughing because it's kind of funny. They funny.
Sometimes I gotta check you though. Like, I typically because it is hurtful. Like when people say certain things because it should be like
unnecessary.
You don't have nothing to say, and then half the time the people really be your fans that be talking all that about you. Like you really, and people just be weird. Just like the girl that threw the drink at Cardi B on the stage.
She was like sorry, and it was like, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry for what?
But because now are you sorry? How'd you do it and then instantly be sorry because she got a little scared? I think she
did get scared. She was finna get she was about to get rushed, which I can understand. But how like I could just I can only.
I know what people like be thinking.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like I don't understand. People are throwing phones at people. People are throwing bras at people. Cool, so you need to be ready for people to be throwing things at you as well. Are you going on tour? Are you going on tour in September?
Yes. Well, it's still in the works. Okay. But ideally, yes.
Ideally, you want to go on tour starting in September. Okay. Yeah. Well, that would be.
Possibly.
We just gonna say possibly, maybe, wait on it.
I'll
let y'all know. Okay, yeah. So just be prepared for whoever trying to throw. If anybody was to throw something on stage, what would you like for it to be? Like, what would you be like? Okay,
I would do money.
Okay,
maybe a little bra.
Okay,
not no draws.
Please don't stank ass.
I don't know where it came from.
Exactly.
Some flowers.
Okay, flowers.
Maybe a little lip gloss kit or a little kit or
some fancy
promo, nothing hard.
Okay.
But yeah.
Nothing hard so it could bust you in the head. No, I get that. Okay, so how do you feel about women in the industry now? Like how it's so many artists, so many rappers, women out. And I personally feel like they taking over. And you being a woman in the industry, in the rap game, how do you feel about the other women, how everyone is just taking over? Well, the women.
Well, I feel like it's great. I always say like it's always been men. So it's like I don't know how it shifted all crazy because it's like it could have been happening, you know. But it's like all of a sudden it's shifted all crazy, and I'm glad because it's like why was it never a thing, you know? Because we rap just as good. It's so many girls that rap so good, like so much better than dudes, and it'd be crazy because it's like. Where was everybody like at the time where it was just nothing but dudes? Well, I guess it was probably because it seemed like a masculine sport.
Yeah.
It was not like ladies don't rap, ladies don't talk crazy.
That's
ladies
exactly
shut up,
exactly how I feel it was. But now it's like women got something to say, and we gonna say it, babe.
Yeah, we gonna say it, and I love it, and I'm so happy to be here.
Yes,
it's just a perfect time to be here.
It looks amazing on you.
Oh, thank you.
It does, girl, because I'm just sitting here like, I love it. I love seeing women just shining. And it's crazy because at first I'm thinking, I'm like, maybe I think women in the rap game are so sexualized. And I think that a lot of people are in tune with that as well. So that's another reason I feel like, yes, there are a lot of women out here that are super talented, but at the same time, I feel like it also leveled up with that sexualization, whatever it's called for women, because I think that's like, you see a woman, you automatically, like whoever it is, like think about it, like, let me see. I mean, everybody is just so fine. Lotto, Cardi B,
they look so good.
Sukihana,
all of them look so good.
JT,
so sexy. Carisha, so sexy.
I'm talking about. I couldn't wait for them to rap either. Turn on a little video
like Callie.
That
is a sexy beast.
I love Callie.
Yes, me too.
I love Callie. Callie be coming up here kicking it. Sometimes I really rock with her. She cool. Oh, you met Callie?
That's my girl.
Oh, that's your girl? She's super cool.
Girl, we are close.
Yeah, I love her. She funny. She cool. But okay, so let's get back to the music. So where can everyone stream back to 304'n? And what single you pushing Not My Nigga?
Not My Nigga. I Love a Freak, Keep Going, all of them.
Oh, okay. All right, so let them know where they can stream and follow you on social media.
Well, you can follow me at I'm KenTheMan, IMKENTHEMAN on everything, and you can stream on everything, anything. Just Google it, whatever you got. Amazon,
you'll find me.
You got Tidal, Spotify, Apple, all that.
Okay,
everywhere.
So before we get up out of here, I want to ask you just one last question. How do you feel about posting your significant other on social media?
I ain't big on that. That ain't my vibe. I just feel like a private life
is a happy life. I do too.
I don't want to. Like, it's not like I don't know. I've never been a big post my nigga type of girl.
But what about your man posting you?
If I don't post you, don't post me.
But what if y'all are in that space to where
we like
y'all can post each other?
Well, I feel like if we on that type of time, I just do not want nobody coming to me as no woman. And now I'm embarrassed because I talk too much shit in my music.
You know what? I feel so. I post anytime I post my man on my social media, because at first me and my guy been dealing with each other for 3 years, but Instagram would have never known if I had anybody at all. But now I'm expecting. I'm pregnant, so I let the world know, like, there is a man that's there, but you don't never see his face. I call him my little wizard Kelly.
You be chopping his head off?
Yeah. Or I like bleep his face out or something like that. But I feel like I'm a little toxic because show me.
But see, it's different.
Post me and show me.
Yes.
On your page.
I feel you though, because 3 years is like, all right, we might be getting somewhere. Because I ain't never lasted that long.
Listen, you know, on and off 3 years. But you know, you get it.
But that's your man.
Yes, my man.
So, I mean, I guess I don't even close friends niggas.
Oh yeah, no, me either.
I don't do that at
Yeah,
all.
no, me either.
I don't know. I'm just know if I ever do it, I am in love and he got me good.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to post my man on my page. I post him, but with a little emoji or he blurred out or something like that.
Is he light or dark?
He dark.
I knew it.
He
I
tall
knew you
too.
was like a dark nigga.
He's so tall. He tall and dark. Hey, baby. You want to shout out any of your Oh, he ain't your nigga.
No.
He ain't your nigga. Ain't none of them.
Yeah.
I know that's right. Well, I appreciate you coming and kicking it with me, KenTheMan. It's been a pleasure. You're amazing. You're beautiful. Your music is great. I can't wait to see more that comes from you. I'm excited. I know we're all excited for that. Is there anything else you want to say before we wrap things up?
No, girl. Thanks for having me. It was great.
Period. Well, it's Jojo Alonso from 105.3 The Beats, and we out.